Good morning, students. Myself Abhishek Sharma from Mount Litra Z School, Jhansi. Students, we are continuing fourth chapter of class 12th IED. The name of the chapter is poverty. In my previous lecture, we have discussed about poverty, its types, its causes, and poverty line, and many more concepts regarding to poverty. But today we are trying to discuss government approaches for poverty reduction and elevations. So government approaches can be classified into three heads. First is growth oriented approach. This approach was initiated from the first 5-year plan. According to this approach, expectation that effect of economic growth would spread to the all of the section and will trickle down to the poverty section also. It was felt that rapid industrial development and transformation of agriculture through green revolution in select regions would benefit the underdeveloped regions and more backward sections of the society. But, however, this approach was ineffective because population growth resulted in very low growth in per capita income. Green revolution was beneficial for big and rich farmers. There was unwillingness and inability to redistribute the land system. Government also started poverty alleviation programs like Rural Employment Generation Program REGP, Prime Minister's Rozgar Yojana PMRY, Swarna Jayanti Shahri Rozgar Yojana SJSRY, Swarna Jayanti Gram Swarojgar Yojana SGSY. These were the poverty alleviation programs which were introduced by the government. Now, there were also wage employment programs like Sampurna Gramin Rozgar Yojana SGRY, National Food for Work Program NFFWP. Now, third approach was minimum need program. This approach has been initiated from the fifth 5-year plan and it aims to provide minimum basic amenities to the people, food, clothes and shelter. In India was among the pioneer in the world to visualize that people's living standard could be improved through public expenditure on social consumption needs, food, grain at subsidized rate, education, health, water supply and sanitations. Programs under this approach are expected to supplement the consumption of the poor, create employment opportunities and bring improvements in health and education. Three major programs that aims in improving the food and nutritional status of poor were public distribution system, and India in Tamil Nadu we have one of the very finest and good PDS system developed by the government in Tamil Nadu. Integrated Child Development Scheme, and last was midday meal scheme. But these poverty alleviation programs have some drawbacks and that's why they could not give that result which was expecting from them, because there was the lack of resources. As compared to the magnitude of poverty, the amount of resources allocated for these programs is not sufficient to meet the need of the poor in the India. Unequal distribution of assets. Due to unequal distribution of land and other assets, the benefit from the poverty alleviation program has been appropriated by the non-poors. Poverty can effectively be eradicated only when poor start contributing to the growth by their active involvement in the growth process. This is possible through a process of social mobilization, encouraging poor people to participate and get them empowered. This will also help in creating employment opportunity which may lead to increase in levels of income, skill and their talent development, health along with their literacy rate. Since independence, the objective of all our policies had laid emphasis on rapid and balanced economic growth with equality and social justice. So students, that's all for today for poverty. Thank you and have a nice day.